Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is 9th Legion. Let's play some more Stellaris. So, time has advanced again a bit more. It's now 2405. We are actually several years into my presidency of the Galactic Alliance. And there is a reason for that. I have spent the time building up the first Void Skulkers, the Federation fleet. We have now got them up to 16.7k. Previously they were about 8. So we've more than doubled their military power, which does increase the effectiveness of our Federation. I mean, our allies, we can see here, the Fexklanger bring another almost 20k to the fight. The League of Marish has another 1600, which isn't terrible. And the Bothrians have another 12. So overall, when you combine that with my 63.8k military fleet, we are a pretty strong Federation right now. And I think it's time to put some of that military power to use. I'm not trying to be needlessly aggressive, but if we look at the diplomatic map mode of the galaxy, let's see. Actually, no, we'll go for the opinion map mode. We select ourselves. You can see we are bordered by a lot of people who don't like us. And unfortunately, the people who don't like us are bigger than the people who do. Unfortunately, our few allies, kind of like the Sigans over here and the Sigan... Is it? Hang on, who's over here? We've got the Sigan Coalition and the Selimi Interplanetary League. They like us, they're good friends of ours, but they're very small and weak. Up here, the Havariga polity, they quite like us, but they are small and weak and just got some of their territory, and possibly even their capital, just taken by the Tarafian hierarchy. Down here, we have the hierarchy of Jua-Waktra. They like us, but unfortunately, they are under the thumb of the Mandate of Yim. So we are kind of lacking allies right now. We unfortunately are bordered by a lot of species that just don't like us due to various philosophical disagreements. Basically, they're just all dicks. And the situation is actually a bit worse than that. Even some of the people who like us, if you look at the Democratic Dairy Sons, they're a good power, they like us, we get on pretty well. Unfortunately, they don't like our allies. They are currently at war with the Sigan Coalition and the Selimi Interplanetary League. They are actually winning the fight over here if we look quickly. The Sons, the Democratic Fleet, 30k military power, sitting over here in Hokri, and the Sigans and the Selimi are struggling to respond to that. They have much smaller fleets and they are scattered all over the place. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to end well for them. Also a problem is that the Democratic Dairy Sons seem to get on pretty well, although it doesn't look like they actually respect them very much. They are actually allied with defensive pacts to several of the powers down here, in particular the Carillion Confederated Stars. And that's a bad thing for us, because we want to take over the Carillion Confederated Stars. We need to expand. We are bordered by a lot of people who don't like us, and for a long time now, I have wanted to clear up our borders, get a nice firm border edge against the Upper Kingdom over here by claiming these two stars. And just taking all that territory under our control. I wouldn't mind taking some of the stuff down here as well, but we'll have to see how that goes. So I do really want to declare this war against the Carillions. Unfortunately, that is going to draw in most of the major powers. The Carillion Confederate Stars, Tarafian Hierarchy up north, Wasari Imperium, Democratic Dairy Sons, Democratic Yidar Commonwealth, and the Guerrilla Kingdom. Those last two are vassals under the Dairy Sons. But I think we've got to go for it, especially now as the Dairy Sons are attacking our friends and allies. I don't want to see these guys get any weaker. To that end, I have sent them some minerals and some energy to try and bolster them so they can build some more forces, build space stations, all that kind of stuff to slow down the Dairy Sons. But unfortunately, we are going to have to go into a fight against our allies if we want these guys to kind of survive. And the Dairy Sons allying with people we don't like is kind of a problem. So we're gonna jump into this. I've already positioned our forces. So our fleet, the Terran Federation fleet, is sitting down here in Coltrus Nada, along with our transport fleet, which is now sitting at 36 armies. I had a really good comment from someone who's been watching this series, and they basically said make sure you keep them in stacks of 12, because that means you can do a full invasion of a planet and then move on. Do another full invasion of a planet and move on again. Each time you can drop about 12 army units onto a planet. So multiples of 12 for each invasion, and then you can just keep rolling forth, rather than having to wait for the invasion to be completed before moving the transport fleet on. Which seemed like very good advice, so let's go and try it out. I've also built some of these xenomorph armies. We now have the 1st to 6th bio-warfare divisions, which I'm quite excited about. Over here we have the Federation fleet, the 1st Void Skulkers. They are sitting in the capital system of the Fexklanger, which means they are right next to the Fexklanger fleet as well. So as soon as we declare war, I've already set these guys to take point. That allied fleet should just follow them around. So this is going to be a fairly big war, but we're going to go for limited aims. We're not fighting Upper Kingdom, so we don't need to worry about that front. We're not fighting the Mandate of Yim, so that's not too much of a problem. The biggest problem is going to be over here. We're going to be fighting the Basari Imperium, and the Democratic Diri Sons, and the Turafian Hierarchy. I think we can manage this though. The Turafian Hierarchy could come down this way, or they could come down this way. This way we actually have some fairly strong fixed defences, so that would be a bad move on their part. And if they come around this way, they'll meet the bulk of our fleets. Because my plan is basically to take from Colchis Nada, jump straight into Holden, jump straight into Cheriton. Probably Cheriton first, take out the Corellian fleet in one go. Then split the fleet, split the ground armies, take both planets simultaneously, send half our forces up here, group up with the allied fleets, move on the Wasari Imperium if we can, and just start wrecking stuff through here. So we're going to move fairly quickly, and we're probably going to declare that right now, because this has been 5 minutes of me just talking about my plans, so we should actually declare this war. It is worth noting our allies are actually fully in favour of this plan. They clearly have the same concerns that I do regarding the Corellians. So let's take Holden, and we're also going to take Cheriton. So we're going to go for limited war aims here. We're not planning on taking too much territory. That's pretty much all we want to do. We could try and get some liberations in there as well, but I don't want to weaken the Democratic Diri Sons too much. They are allies of ours in the grand scheme of things. It's just unfortunate we are on the opposite sides of this war. We could also maybe get a humiliation in there. Or force someone to open their borders to us. Yeah, we could actually... let's see, I can humiliate those guys. 73 war score. The higher the war score is, the more damage we've got to do to everyone else, basically. I'm not too worried about humiliations right now. Influence is okay. We're only earning a little bit, but as long as that stays stable, we'll be okay. So, we're going to do this. This is a risk for us, but we're going to give it a try anyway. So, confirm. Okay, war declaration has been sent. We are now at war, or we will be very shortly. Are you guys going to actually agree to this? There we go. We're at war. Yep. Okay, so let's double check. Are we fighting everyone we feared we would be? Yes. This is a bit of a problem, but it's not too bad. We can now try and intervene against the Diri fleet up here. But what we're going to do mostly is attack through here. Now I'm tempted to actually just launch straight from here. I mean, we've got this quite powerful fleet, and if the... Oh, game, what are you doing? There we go. If the Vex Clanger fleet will follow this fleet, that's 30k military power. That's definitely more than the Rasari Imperium. So we could start rolling through their territory. Which I think we're going to do, actually. First Void Skulkers. We're going to jump to this system here. It's outside of our border, outside of our scanner range, so there might actually be some fortifications there. Let's see what we do, and hopefully the Vex Clanger will follow us. Meanwhile, down here, we're going to jump to the main fleet. We're going to just take the first fleet. We're going to jump into Cheriton. We're going to take out their spaceport. We're going to destroy their main fleet. I'm actually going to focus on their main fleet, because if it tries to run away, we want to make sure we actually kill it. I'm going to go up to fast speed. This is dangerous for us. We have a lot of enemies right now. But I think we can do this. We just want this territory, and maybe stop the Diri Sons rolling over our allies up here. That's all I'm aiming for. Oh, the Upper Kingdom has ended their rivalry to us. I previously, in one of the in the years between the last video, I did end my rivalry with the Upper Kingdom, so I could rival the Turafian Hierarchy. They are more powerful. We gain more influence for rivaling the Turafians over the Upper Kingdom. Oh, I should also mention we have upgraded some of our ship designs. So we now have... Where are you? We do now have the small Gauss cannons. Well, Gauss cannons. Sorry, these ones happen to be small. That might have happened since the last episode. But we did also get the Mega Cannon. So I have upgraded our Dauntless class ships with Mega Cannon. On paper, it appears to be slightly less powerful, but it did mean I could increase the hull points and the shields of our battleships. And I just like the idea of this giant gun at the front of our battleships. I think it's going to look pretty cool. Okay, let's unpause again. I've got to stop pausing every 5 seconds. It's very bad. But we've got to watch multiple theatres here. There we go. Our fleet is jumping. They're in Shutra. That's fine. Actually, what's actually in this system? They do have a spaceport. We can take that out pretty easily, though. We can see some... Okay, we have... I did pay to get active sensor range from these guys, so we can see what they're doing. We're not allied at the moment, I don't think. No, they're not actually in our war at the moment, unfortunately. It would be nice if our wars could be merged together. That would maybe be handy. Void Skulkers, how are you doing? You're going to jump straight there, which is fine. And are the Fexclagger following us? I'm not sure. They're warping to Commercilian? What's that? Hang on. Cosmalian. I don't know. They're going somewhere and it's not following me, which is kind of a problem. Where the hell is Cosmalian? Where's the search? What's it called? Yeah. Oh, it's they're jumping to one of their own systems. Huh. That's not so useful. Oh yeah, they're jumping there. I don't know why. I was hoping you guys would follow me. Maybe they'll change their minds. Hopefully the Bothrians are going to send their fleet over there as well. But we need to move quickly. I need to stop pausing the game, god damn it. I'm trying to pay attention to too many different things. Hey, okay, our fleet has arrived. Oh, and we finished terraforming Antares 2A into a continental world. Awesome. Okay. Upper Kingdom has closed their borders to us. That's fine. I didn't realise we had open borders. So that system, that's now a continental world. Not a bad one either. No terrain blockers at all. Wow. Yeah, you know what? Actually, we are gonna colonize that world. We can do that right now. Let's see. You guys are fanatic individualist xenophiles. You cost me minerals. You cost me energy. Oh, because that's a private human colony ship. Well, that's fine. We'll pay for it because I've got 21k minerals, and we'll drop that on. I don't want to get rid of the energy. Let's drop it. Where are we going to get the best adjacency bonuses? Not there. You don't get adjacency bonus for science, unfortunately. So you want it kind of in the middle of this patch, but I don't want to get rid of the energy. We will replace the energy with minerals and food. So one of these two tiles would be best, actually. You can go there. Cool. Okay, let's actually try and get on with the war now. So our fleet is in system. They are charging in. The enemy fleet is gone, actually. Where's the enemy fleet gone? They've fled. All the way down there. Okay. That's actually further than I want to pursue, so we are just going to straight up split the fleet right now. The 34.1k fleet will head there. They're going to take out that station. You guys are going to jump up to here, take out that station, and then we will move the transport fleet in and start taking their planets. They might also have a frontier outpost over here. We probably want to take that out as well if they do. How are we doing up here? You guys actually haven't jumped yet. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, you guys have gone the wrong way, but that's fine.
Hostile fleet engaged.
First voice calculers are already engaging a fleet. Wow, they've jumped in on top of... That's a big spaceport. Okay. Let's see how well we do here. These are not my designs, so... We should be okay? Yeah, I think we're okay. Oh, and there's a... Hello, who's this? What is that? Rosario Imperium fleet? Oh no, it's a space... Okay, that's one of their defense stations. That's what caused us to jump into that location.
Situation log updated.
Okay. First fleet is also engaging. They should be fine. What are they engaging? Oh, they're taking out a... Oh, that's a wormhole generator. That's a good thing to take out, and a defense station. Ooh, long-range mega cannon fire. Nice. I'm okay with that. Okay, you guys... How did you do? Did we get a...
Situation log.
I didn't get a report on how the war went, but it doesn't look like you lost anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, the Carillion Confederated Stars just lost their entire fleet, or most of their fleet. What happened there? When did we engage their fleet? Second fleet. When did the second fleet engage in Shutra? How did I miss that? What was I not paying attention to? I don't know. This is the problem with multiple wars on multiple fronts. There's too much stuff happening here. Okay, we've taken over that. We've done that. You guys didn't really seem to take much damage at all. So that's a good start to the war, I'll say. That's a pretty good start to the war. Sutra. Okay, you take out a fleet in Sutra. Interesting. Oh, and we can actually see what components they've got here. Oh, cool, okay. That might be worth doing some observing. Got a transport fleet, you guys are heading over there. You guys are heading into orbit? What's happening here? Is that the Bothrians? Oh, no, first fleet, I don't want you... Oh, no, they were trying to... Right, I see what I've done wrong. I've told our allies to follow this fleet rather than the other fleet. Yeah, I want them following that fleet, who are also now engaged. Oh, shit. Okay, no, this is bad. Yeah, that's the full Wasari Imperium fleet. I wasn't expecting them to be there so quickly. Okay, I did screw up a little bit there. Okay, we are going to try and retreat from this as soon as we can. 26 days, we're going to take some damage here. But we can probably afford to repair some designs after this. Yeah, we're not going to win this one, unfortunately. Oh, wow, cruisers are dying so quickly there. 7 days, how are we doing? No. Oh, God, we might lose the entire fleet. 2, 1... Okay, we are down to 4.2k and did almost no damage. Interesting. Okay, that was pretty catastrophic there. 11 cruisers, 1 destroyer, 14 corvettes, and 6 battleships taken out. We did not do enough damage there. Okay, Void Skulkers. They are fleeing. That's a bit of a problem. While they're fleeing, I don't even know if they'll still tell the Allies fleets to stay with them. I screwed up there. I didn't realise what was happening. Okay. Good to know. We learnt an invaluable lesson there. We were fighting here. What are we fighting? Oh, we're taking out their station. Oh, God, those kinetic cannons. Oh, that's beautiful. And the point defense. Ah, brilliant. Please die. There you go. And Carillion fleet has turned up again, already in combat range. You guys are still heading in. Not in range yet. Okay, these guys aren't going to last very long either. Yeah, kinetic cannons. Oh, that's beautiful. As soon as we win this side, we can... I mean, we've taken out their fleet. We've taken 2 of their planets. We can turn our fleets around and start engaging the Wasari. That was just a big mistake on my part, really. How do we do? No losses. They got out of there with 1 battleship and 1 cruiser. A couple of destroyers, 1 corvette. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, you guys need to set up orbit there. You guys are taking out the station over here. Ooh. Looks like they destroyed a bunch of crap over here as well. Nice. In Churton, that's first fleet. This is second fleet. Okay. Oh, they've got some reinforcements coming in, but it's not going to help. And our point defense is enough to stop the entire missile fire of that space station, which is pretty good. We've managed to colonize another world. That looks like a cruiser just got taken out. Lovely. And now their transport fleet's being engaged. No, they fled. What's that coming in? That's a corvette. We've got a lot of fighters coming in on that. Yeah, and it's dead. Okay, you guys take up orbit there. Not a bad start, not a great start. Okay, we have another colonization ship heading out to take that planet. And we just terraformed Losar over here into a continental world. Again, lovely planet, look at that. Just it's still got the modifiers on it. Bleak and hazardous. But other than that, it's a nice place with some Befarian. Okay. I don't want to take that one just yet because I can't add it to my core systems. But we have the opportunity. We can also, I believe, now terraform those tomb worlds. But I'm going to hold off on that because we need the energy for this war, I think. Okay. You guys are there. Okay, so we have a pretty decent fleet there now. Fexklanger has arrived. Can we see where the Bothrians are? Can't see where the Bothrian fleet is right now. Oh, the Bothrian fleet's still down here. I really don't need you guys here, I have to say. Okay, we're going to take the ground forces fleet and we're going to split that up into 2. You will take their capital, which is probably the most strongly defended, and the other one, without the general, will go to Holden, and we'll try and take that. Got to see what kind of defences they've got here, although those are falling pretty quickly. Okay, right, now that you've stopped building stuff over here, I am going to build a bunch of Federation ships to replace all the ones I just got blown up. We're going to start off with a bunch of battleships. And we're going to start... get a bunch of cruisers going around the place as well. Get some destroyers coming off the line. And a ton of corvettes to replace those losses I just caused. And we'll start trying to get those in position. Okay, this invasion might actually happen first, but they're going to take longer to get that down because they're a weaker fleet and they've been there less time, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Ooh, someone's about to jump in. You know what, I wouldn't actually mind taking out that wormhole station. We'll come back for that planet in a moment. Yeah, they were just outside our range there. That's ridiculous. Take out that wormhole station. Ooh, that's a poor corvette that just jumped in.
Situation log updated.
Hey, you're dead. Yeah, if we can take this out, they'll probably not be able to move around as freely. Although they are trying to jump in reinforcements, which is going to end badly for them. What happens to a ship jumping into a station when the wormhole generator gets destroyed? That's something I don't know. Looks like our transport's just arrived. So you guys want to take up orbit over here. Into orbit, please. And you can already land armies. Perfect. Bothrian fleet is still following the first fleet around, even though they're not meant to be. Yeah, you won that fight quite handily. Lovely. Okay, Void Skulkers have been repaired. We've got ships coming off the line for them. We'll let those build up to a bit before we start sending them over. Do we need to pay attention to anything over here? We can't see much right now. And we're not doing anything to help against the Democratic Dairy Suns, unfortunately. Although their fleet has moved. Are they actually coming down to engage us? Possibly. Oh, actually, it looks like they're having a big fight here. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, they are... Oh, they're sieging down... Wait, that's Dairy Sun's territory. Oh, actually, the... Our friends are on the offensive, not our allies, but we are friends at least. Yeah, they could actually invade right now. And they do have armies there. Are they not going to drop any armies to invade? Because they should totally do that. Possibly before this massive fleet turns up and just wrecks all their faces. That's a pretty good fleet. Let's... Actually, we've got to wait a little bit for those armies to arrive and those defences to be breached, so we might as well pay attention to this. Are they gonna invade for a start? Defences are done. You guys kind of need to run away, I hate to say it. Oh, they are invading though. Interesting.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And we are being engaged by someone over here. What's happening? Oh, first Void Skulkers. First Void Skulkers. Holy crap. Wow, the Wasari Imperium are being super aggressive. They've jumped into Fexklanger territory. And... Where's the Fexklanger fleet? Did the Fexklanger fleet just go get its ass kicked or something? Oh god, I think the Fexklanger fleet went off to Kamagas and got its ass kicked, and now the Wasari are jumping in here. We're just going to lose this entire fleet now. And they're going to lose their capital spaceport. That's not good, guys. Why did you do that? Why couldn't you just stay there? We could have won that fight. Damn, okay, I'm going to have to try and turn this around later, but I think we're going to take a break here because this episode is running on a bit. So, the war is going interestingly. I might have made a big miscalculation here, but we're going to find out later. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I'm going to see you later for the next one. Bye.